For decades, the subject of UFOs, unidentified flying objects, has been relegated to the fringes of serious discussion, often dismissed as science fiction, conspiracy theories, or the product of overactive imaginations. But in recent years, something extraordinary has happened. The conversation has shifted. Governments are releasing declassified reports, military pilots are speaking out about their encounters, and scientists are beginning to investigate the phenomenon with renewed rigor. We're no longer just talking about blurry lights in the sky or unsubstantiated claims. We're talking about documented events, credible witnesses, and increasingly, hard data that challenges our understanding of the world around us. One such event, or rather, series of events, stands out. The encounters experienced by Navy pilots and personnel associated with the USS Nimitz carrier strike group in 2004. This isn't just a single sighting, it's a cluster of incidents, spanning several days, involving multiple witnesses, radar data, and infrared video footage, some of which has been officially released by the Pentagon. And it's just one example of a growing body of evidence that suggests something unexplained is happening in our skies. But what is it? Let's delve into the details, analyze the evidence, and explore the possibilities. We're not talking about blurry lights in the distance or unverified stories from unreliable sources. We're focusing on documented events, cases with multiple, highly credible witnesses, often military personnel with years of training and experience, and increasingly, supporting data from sophisticated sensors like radar, infrared cameras, and even officially released videos from government sources. This video will examine some of the most compelling UFO/UAP incidents of recent years, cases that have forced even the most skeptical observers to take a second look. We'll analyze the evidence, explore the possible explanations, from the mundane to the extraordinary, and ask the tough questions: what can we explain with conventional science and technology? What can't we explain? And what are the implications if some of these phenomena represent something truly unknown? Let's start with a case that has become a watershed moment in the modern UFO debate: the 2004 Nimitz Incident. This isn't just another sighting, it's a series of encounters that occurred over several days in November 2004, involving multiple Navy pilots, radar operators, and other personnel from the USS Nimitz carrier strike group, which was conducting training exercises off the coast of Southern California, near San Diego. The Nimitz, a nuclear-powered supercarrier, was accompanied by the guided missile cruiser USS Princeton, and several other ships, all equipped with some of the most advanced radar and sensor technology in the world. The events began with the USS Princeton's radar operators detecting unusual objects, sometimes referred to as anomalous aerial vehicles, AVs, appearing on their radar screens. These objects were exhibiting extraordinary flight characteristics, dropping from altitudes of 80,000 feet to 20,000 feet, and then to sea level, in a matter of seconds, speeds and accelerations that are far beyond the capabilities of any known aircraft. They would hover, change direction instantaneously, and then disappear from radar, only to reappear in another location. The radar operators, initially suspecting a system malfunction, ran diagnostics, but the radar checked out fine. These were real objects, and they were defying the known laws of physics. On November 14, 2004, Commander David Fravor, a highly experienced Navy pilot with 18 years of flying experience, and Lieutenant Commander Jim Slate, were on a routine training mission in their F-divided by a -18F Super Hornets when they were directed by the Princeton's radar operators to intercept one of these unidentified objects. As they approached the location, they saw a disturbance on the ocean surface, a churning area of white water, about the size of a Boeing 737. Above this disturbance, hovering just above the water, was a white, oblong object, about 40 feet long, with no visible wings, engines, or exhaust plumes. It was described as resembling a giant Tic Tac dot. Fravor began a circular descent to get a closer look at the object. As he descended, the object began to mirror his movements, rising to meet him. Then, in a maneuver that Fravor later described as not of this world, the object suddenly accelerated away at an incredible speed, disappearing from sight in a matter of seconds. He estimated its speed to be far beyond anything he had ever witnessed, possibly hypersonic. The object also appeared on the USS Princeton radar, 60 miles away, in less than a minute after disappearing, which also points to speeds that can't be reached by human technology. Later that day, another flight crew from the Nimitz, including pilot Chad Underwood, encountered the same or a similar object. Underwood managed to record infrared video footage of the object using his F/A-18 Fleur, Advanced Targeting Forward-Looking Infrared, pod. This video, known as the Fleur video, was one of the 3 videos officially released by the Pentagon in 2020. The video shows a blurry, elongated object moving against the wind, with no visible means of propulsion. While the image is not crystal clear, it does corroborate the pilot's visual observations and the radar data, providing compelling evidence of an unexplained aerial phenomenon. The significance of the Nimitz incident cannot be overstated. It involves multiple, highly credible witnesses, experienced Navy pilots, radar operators, and other trained personnel, multiple sensor data, visual observations, radar tracking, infrared video, and official acknowledgement of the event by the U.S. Navy. The Navy has stated that the object in the Fleur video remains unidentified, and that they have no explanation for its observed characteristics. While skeptics have attempted to explain the Nimitz sighting as a sensor glitch, a distant aircraft, a reflection, or some other mundane object, none of these explanations fully account for all the observed characteristics and the multiple, independent lines of evidence. The Nimitz incident remains one of the most compelling and well-documented UFO cases in history, and it has played a major role in shifting the public conversation about UFOs from the realm of fringe speculation to serious scientific inquiry. The Nimitz incident wasn't an isolated event. In 2017, and then again in 2020, the Pentagon officially released 3 videos, taken by U.S. Navy pilots, showing encounters with unidentified aerial phenomena. These videos, known as Fleur, which we've already discussed in the context of the Nimitz incident, Gimbal, and Go Fast, have become some of the most widely analyzed and debated pieces of UFO evidence in recent history. The Gimbal video, recorded in 2015 by a Super Hornets infrared camera off the east coast of the United States, shows an object that appears to be rotating and moving against the wind, with no visible wings, engines, or exhaust. The pilots can be heard expressing their astonishment and confusion at the object's behavior. One pilot exclaims, "There's a whole fleet of them," although only one object is clearly visible in the video. The object's rotation is particularly puzzling, as it doesn't seem to have any aerodynamic control surfaces that would allow for such a maneuver. The Go Fast video, also recorded in 2015 by a Super Hornets infrared camera, shows a small, fast-moving object flying low over the ocean's surface. The object appears to be moving at a high rate of speed, against the wind, and without any visible means of propulsion. The pilots can be heard trying to track the object and estimate its speed. The object's speed and low altitude make it difficult to explain as a conventional aircraft or a known natural phenomenon. These videos, declassified and released by the Pentagon, have added significant weight to the UFO debate. The fact that the U.S. military is acknowledging the existence of these phenomena and admitting that they cannot explain them is a major shift from previous decades of denial and dismissal. The videos have been analyzed by numerous experts, including physicists, aerospace engineers, and video analysts. While some skeptics have attempted to explain the videos as sensor artifacts, parallax effects, where the apparent movement of an object is due to the movement of the observer, or misidentified drones or birds, these explanations have been challenged by other experts, who argue that the objects in the videos exhibit characteristics that are difficult, if not impossible, to reconcile with known technology or natural phenomena. It is undeniable that the UFO topic has gained a lot of traction in the recent years, with a lot of reports, videos, and even the military has shown some interest in the theme. Could this be a disinformation campaign? Or maybe it's just that with the advancement of technology, and everyone having a camera on their pockets, we are just registering more of what was already there. In 2021, the U.S. Congress held its first public hearing on UFOs in over 50 years, where the unclassified report about UAPs, prepared for the Congress, was discussed. The main goal was to determine if the UAPs could represent a threat for national security. In 2023, a former intelligence official, David Grusch, testified before Congress, claiming that the U.S. government has been concealing a long-standing program that retrieves and reverse engineers crashed UFOs. He also alleged that the government possesses non-human biologics recovered from crash sites. These allegations haven't been confirmed yet. With all this evidence, what could be the explanation for this phenomenon? Some say that it could be just a misinterpretation of normal objects, like drones, balloons, or even birds. Others say it could be weather phenomena, not yet understood by science. It's important to separate what is fact and fiction. It is really easy to make a fake video or picture nowadays with all the technology available to do so, and that's why it's very important to consume this kind of information with a grain of salt. And then, there is the most controversial, but intriguing theory, that those objects are not from this world. This is a theory that has been around for a long time, and will continue to be discussed, because we simply don't have a definitive answer to that. And we will only find the answer if scientists keep studying it. The reality is that even with all the sightings, we still don't have any conclusive evidence about the existence, or not, of UFOs, but we can't deny that this is a very intriguing subject that must be studied, because we could be in the presence of something that could change all we know. Many people all around the world have reported sightings, and even though most cases are easily explained, there are some that remain a mystery. The fact is, we still don't have an answer, and that's why it's so important to remain open-minded, analyze all the possibilities, and above all, maintain a healthy dose of skepticism and critical thinking. So, after examining some of the most compelling UFO cases in recent history, the Nimitz Incident, the Gimbal and Go Fast videos, and the testimonies of military personnel, what's your conclusion? Are these events simply misidentifications, advanced technology, or something else? Do you believe governments are withholding information about UFOs? And what are the implications if these objects are truly unexplained? Share your thoughts, your theories, and your own experiences in the comments below. Let's have a respectful and open-minded discussion about this enduring mystery. And if you found this deep dive into the world of UFOs/UAPs intriguing, please subscribe to the channel. We've got plenty more mysteries to unravel. Hit that notification bell so you don't miss a single video. Give this one a thumbs up to show your support, and share it with your friends who are fascinated by the unknown. Until next time, stay curious, keep questioning, and remember, the truth may be out there, or it may be closer than we think, and stranger than we can imagine.